The New York Liberty fired head coach Sandy Brondello a year after they won the WNBA championship. When I saw this report and seeing what Jonathan Cobb, the GM of the Liberty, decided to do here, I thought it was the dumbest decision I ever saw. Look, I understand the Liberty didn't meet expectations this year. But here's a couple of facts about what happened with the Liberty. They had injuries to their best players. Jonquel Jones missed time. She was out almost 2 weeks with a sprained ankle. And then another month when she aggravated the injury. Stewie missed a month with a bone bruise, and Brianna Ionescu missed 4 games with a toe injury. So your top 3 players were out of the lineup. At the time, they were 14-6. What is your head coach supposed to do when adversity strikes the team? Please tell me, how do you overcome those odds? When your best players are out and you have to stay at the top of your conference, you're going to dip down in the standings. And for the Liberty, I believe they finished, fifth? That's still impressive. And I know they lost in 3 games, but at the end of the day, it was a rough season. They didn't get enough time to gel together. And Natasha Cloud, she missed a game. Sabali sat out with ongoing knee injuries. And Fibic avoided time in the DL, but she missed almost a month, as you see here, playing for Germany at Eurobasketball. So she didn't get her best players out there. And there was inconsistencies in the lab. When you have a team that you're trying to build for a championship, you need to be as healthy as possible and have as many reps as possible together. Because what happens is when you get to the playoffs, you might slip. You might have things that you used to work on, but you're not up to speed. I think I saw, she's also the winningest coach in Liberty history for the franchise. And for them to just let her go less than 72 hours after they got eliminated, it's just a bad look for the Liberty. I don't know why you decided to do this. Now, another thing that is very interesting about this is Breanna Stewart's reaction. This was before the firing because a reporter asked her, hey, what would you think about the Liberty firing your coach? And here's what her reaction was. I'm not going to play the actual clip, but she says here, what the blank under her breath after the reporter was saying, what would you say to those who question whether Sandy should be here next year to coach you guys again? That's a dumb question. She just won a championship. It's just not the right timing. You have to understand it's hard to win a championship. It is not easy. And you have to look at the context of the regular season. If you have your best players in and out of the lineup, don't expect to have the same results because normally 9 times out of 10, you don't overcome those odds because of just lack of reps, and the other teams that are competing with you are healthier, their plays are more crisper, they're sharper, and you get beat. So what do you do here? You go into next season, you keep your same system, and seeing how upset Breanna Stewart was about the question being asked, and to find out she's fired, I wonder how she's feeling right now. I would be upset because if she's backing her coach and if Sabrina feels the same way, because she does as well, then what are we doing here? As Stewie says here, to anybody that kind of questions Sandy being here, this is a resilient group, and she has her back, and we have hers. And the way that she continued to kind of, deal with the cards she was dealt with was incredible. The injuries, we just talked about it. Your rotational pieces in and out of the lineup. It wasn't easy for anybody, but she came in every day with a positive attitude and a mindset to put us in our best position possible and our best foot forward. I don't understand why you're blaming her when she just got done winning a championship in a tough 5-game series against the Lynx. That series was rough, and they were able to overcome the odds. But to make her the scapegoat and act like that the injuries had no factor at all is insane. We have Sandy's back. Stewie has her back, and so do the players. So, yeah, not the best look. Very professional from Stewie, but I'm sure she's very upset. I'm sure she's not happy with this choice at all. Obviously you're going to be professional online, but I don't know if this makes or breaks the Liberty. I would just run it back. You have a great team. You've got all the pieces. You just had injuries. It happens in sports. Like the Boston Celtics, people are like, oh, they're going to win a title. And then they run into injuries. But if you look at the regular season they went through, there were some inconsistencies. They had some bad home losses, like really bad losses. It was terrible. And what happened in the playoffs? Oh, they blew 2 20-point leads at home because they built some bad habits during the regular season where they were not protecting home court to the same standard as they did the year before. They took, I think it was like 8 more threes per game. That was too many. They should have stayed up 40 because that's what worked for them. But what I'm getting at is when you build bad habits or you deal with injuries, it catches up to you. So the thing is this, I would not have fired her. I don't agree this was the right choice. As his predecessor, letting go of Sandy Brondello was beyond wrong on so many levels, and I agree. Yes, they had a not so great season, and some of her coaching decisions were questioned, but what else am I missing? This departure feels way too hasty for my liking. Yeah, less than 72 hours later, the Dallas Wings coach is still here, 10-34. they can keep their job. Tyler Master has this job from the sky. Their season was a disaster. And people are just not pleased with this choice. And it is a giant risk because it's less than 72 hours after your two cornerstone franchise players sound offended at the question, I've heard, being fired, and you still decide to do it. Just a dumb choice, in my opinion. And I think this could really backfire for the Liberty because if you're bringing a coach they don't believe in and the players are upset and now one of them wants to be traded, you just blew a possible opportunity where this Liberty team could have maybe built a dynasty, potentially. They have all this talent. They have this great roster. Just had a rough ending. It happens in sports. Why not run it back, figure out how to get better as a group? You've won a championship. You've been to the finals, twice for this group, I think? I might be mistaken by that. I know they lost to the Aces the year before, but they have playoff experience and championship experience. Run it back, see what you got. But no, we're going to just fire our coach because we got to shake things up. Doesn't make any sense to me. Hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to the news about Sandy Brondello. Do you agree with the choice of letting her go? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.